Whew. Wow. It's quiet. Just walked out of the hub. It is almost 11. Some guy was talking, new guy was talking to me. So, I want to talk to him and stuff. He's been here 3 weeks. He had that nervous energy. He's like, I don't feel sore. I don't feel sore. I'm like, well, first of all, you're young. You look like you're 20 years old. Number one. Number two, you're small, lean. Look like you probably stay active. So maybe you don't get sore from active physical activity. So that's a good thing. He's like, everybody keeps saying you're going to get sore. I'm like, that's for the people that are not used to physical activity. But yeah, I was a little sore my first week, but it wasn't. It was like I work out, so I'm used to being sore. But anyways, bottom line, like I said, you guys are really helpful in helping us get more information to the hub, because like some of you that work here or that work for UPS, you share your stories. You in the comments you talk about getting hired on and you just started and what your rate of pay is and where you work at and what position you have there, unloader, loader, stuff like that. And all that stuff is super helpful, man. It really is, because it starts discussions. And what I like to say about it is basically whether you've been with UPS for 30 days or 3 years, we're all part of the Teamsters Brotherhood. We all have to kind of share information to help each other out. So I do what I can to share whatever I know, and I'm working on being here 4 months, which isn't a long time, but it's long enough to figure out that I know I want to stay here. It's a good job, and I see myself making a career out of it. So whatever I can do to help anybody that wants to stay or get hired on, I'm going to share that. So from what I see, the drama is minimal, but there is drama. You can't avoid it wherever you go. Every job, LAPD's got drama, LA Fire's got drama. The Marine Corps had drama when I was there. Everybody's got drama. I don't care if you're with Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts of America. They got drama. You guys know about their drama. So you got to take it all with a grain of salt. So what I will say about that is having a positive attitude is important. Super important. It's going to help you deal with your own level of stress, your mental health. Mental health is a big deal, man. It's really serious. People used to clown about it. People probably still do clown about it. Like I remember when Ron Artest from the LA Lakers was talking about thanking his therapist when he won the championship with the Lakers. And people were clowning him, like, dude, the guy is being transparent, open. Like, you guys are juvenile for clowning that guy. So, all that being said, mental health matters, man. Look at all this random, crazy shootings and stuff like that from people who shouldn't have access to a firearm, but at the same time, also, what was going on in their mental health? To where they have to take a firearm to school, and there's bullying going on. And I think this last school shooting had something to do with some bullying or something. And the kid gets access to a firearm, comes back to the school, he starts unloading, shooting people, shot a teacher, I think he was trying to shoot the kids that beat him up or something like that. Sad. So at work at UPS, mental health is an issue, right? You guys are familiar with the term, oh, they went postal. Well, it's based in stress. Anyways, so the sort was good tonight. It's Friday. And I wanted to talk about the issue I had was my pay. So I set up direct deposit a few weeks ago. And it takes a while to kick in. It's bottom line what it is. It takes, like I say, a while. It takes 3 weeks. So this is week 2. So I didn't get paid last week or this week. So what they did was they cut me 2 hard checks here at the hub, which I super appreciated because now I have gas money. And that was like, they did it, like I made it text to my supervisor today. When I got to work, boom, those checks were ready for me. So that was cool. They handled business on that. I know it's like a legal thing too, so you could say, oh, they really don't care. Maybe they don't, but my supervisor has a good rapport with me, and I have a good rapport with him. He goes, just come in and work, man. I got you. We're gonna figure it out. And he took care of it. So he's responsible, like a responsible human being. Doesn't mean that he loves me, like, man, you're the best. No, maybe not, but I don't have a problem with the guy. I think if you're professional, you show up and do your job, people are more willing to go out of their way for you. Supervisors or even coworkers are more willing to help you out in a jam if you have a good attitude. And I think that's number one. That's one thing you can control when you come to work is your attitude. You can control your hygiene. You can take a shower. You can brush your teeth. You can wear clean clothes. Those are things you have control over. Your attitude is something you have control over. The way you respond to people, it matters. So now if something's going on in the hub that's not appropriate, it needs to be addressed, and that's what we're talking about. The union needs to get involved in their thing. The union's not here. They're just not here. You're here. You're the worker. You're the union. You are the union because you are a union employee. You're a union member. Teamsters, Local 396. So if there's stuff going on, document it, man. Take notes. Write it down. Tell somebody. Pass it along to other union members, your coworkers, your supervisors. Report stuff. There's always a shop steward in every hub. Get his name. I got my guy's name. I didn't know, and I wanted to find out, and I found out. I had to ask the shop or the union rep. They came down here to set up for the voting, which is coming up. And I was like, dude, I want to know who my union rep is. So they go, what's your email? And they shot me an email. Now I'm in their email system, and there were Zoom meetings and stuff like that. So I want to be aware of it. I want a copy of the MOU. MOU means Memorandum of Understanding between. It's an agreement between the union and UPS of fair work practices, things that must be adhered to. That you always have to have a break, and if you work over so many hours, you're going to get a 30-minute lunch break, and things like that. You know, the rules that they can do to you and cannot do to you. They can't yell at you. They can't do this to you. They can't do that to you. You know what I mean? And you got to know your rights. If not, they're going to walk all over you. They're going to say, go work. So, look, if you guys watch my videos, there's 3 girls that work as a team. You guys have seen them at my hub. They're good workers. They're hard workers. They're always sweaty. They outwork the guys in a lot of ways. They work Metro, so they have their thing, all right? And that's their team. That's their effort. They work Metro, and they know how to do it. They're good at it, whatever. Sometimes they get a little mistreated. I'm not gonna say in a sexually demeaning way. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they're women, so therefore we can look. No, what I mean is just as employees, like being sent to areas that they don't want to work at. That happens to other people too. But they did voice it to me. They're like, hey, this happens, Brian, where we're doing our thing and working hard, and then they send us to go do something that we're not assigned to do. And I got to look more into it to find out how that works, as far as, because we don't have any old timers here. Old timers meaning guys that have been on the job for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. We don't have any of those. At the other hubs, you got old timers, guys have been on 8, 9, 12 years, 14 years, and they know their rights and they know the rules. They know what can happen and what shouldn't happen. They know that stuff. And those guys are a good resource of information for asking questions, because they have a really good finger on the pulse of what should and shouldn't happen. So, what does that mean? It means that they're like Yoda. They're like the wise old guys. They might be grumpy because they're disgruntled. They've been with the company for 14, 15 years, and they're fed up with a lot of stuff. But those guys still have a lot of information. They have a lot of knowledge. So they're going to help you. You can pick their brains. Me, I'm still new here. I haven't even got 4 months, almost 4 months now. It's going on 4 months. I like the company. I like the job, and I know I'm going to make a career out of it. But you also want to know what's going on. You want to know your rights. So that's what, and I'm on the safety committee. That was like a big topic, the pay. Like you guys mentioned how some of you guys start at 18 an hour, 19 an hour, 20 an hour in Chicago, New York, Seattle, and you guys are permanent package handlers. You're part-time, just like me, I'm an unloader / bulk guy now. I'm a bulk guy. That's what I do, right? Package handler. But I get 15 an hour. I work my tail off. I typically work 25 hours a week, lifting all that stuff and doing all these different things. I'm pretty much exclusively bulk, which I appreciate. I don't have to do all these other things. But we only get 15. We live in Southern California. High cost of living. Gas prices are high. Why are we only getting 15? Some of you guys are getting more. Go ahead and chime in. Some of you guys have chimed in about that. And I super appreciate that, because then when it's brought up, you know, the union needs to get involved, because that's an area of concern. Like, why are we only getting 15 an hour and we live in a very expensive state with high state taxes, high cost of living, high rent, gas prices are super high here. And some of you guys are working in areas where the cost of living is a little bit better, gas prices are a lot less, and the rent is a lot less. It's really expensive in Southern California. New York and just the state of California, high rent. If you live in New York City or just LA, Southern California, or just California period, all the major cities in California is expensive to live. But if you're a package handler and you're in Texas, it's not as expensive to live there, so your money stretches longer. And if you're getting more than 15 an hour, like, you're winning. So it's just one of those areas that makes you go, wait a minute, you know. So see, and if you don't say anything, and like if I don't say anything, who's gonna say anything? So I bring it up on YouTube, and I'm bringing it up in the safety meetings, and I'm emailing union reps, because I think we deserve more money. Our supervisor, one of the supervisors, she's the safety committee supervisor. She said, honestly, from the level of work you guys do, I think you guys deserve 20 an hour. And I agree with her, because it's physical, hard labor. We have the union, we're busting our hump, we're only working 5 hours, 6 hours a shift, but now peak is coming up, we're going to be in there 8 hours. I'm going to be a driver helper, so I'll be out on the road for 8 hours, and then come into the hub for about 4.5 hours. So I'm cool on that. I'm good. I'm glad it's like that for me. But for a lot of people, they're going to be in the hub for 7-8 hours in the hub. Package handler, heavy lifting, sweating, drinking water. That's going to be a challenge for a lot of people. You're going to make more money, and you're going to be it's a full-time job for a period of time. You're going to get your 30-minute lunch. You're going to get all those breaks. You're going to get all that. But you're going to be losing weight too. For sure, you're going to be losing weight. But you're going to be breaking your back in a lot of ways. Not literally, hopefully. For $15 an hour in Southern California. I think that needs to change as soon as possible. I really do. So again, that's all I really want to talk about, is that we use this as a network. If you're a UPSer, if you work for UPS, if you're a package handler, if you're a driver, if you work for UPS and you're in another state, or you're in California, whatever, we're brothers and sisters in the brotherhood, sisterhood of the Teamsters Union. Holler at your boy, man. And I appreciate you guys. A lot of you guys have commented, holler at your boy, in the comments, and discussed openly what you make. That's cool. Or some of the issues that you guys have at your particular hub. Since we're all in the same union, you guys see, I don't hold back. I'll tell you the truth. Whatever's going on there, I talk about it. Whatever I see, I talk about it. I'm respectful, but I talk about it. I bring it up, and I post it on YouTube. For everybody who wants to be a UPSer, or who just got hired, or who's about to start, I tell you everything I know. I don't hold back. Ask a question about direct deposit. I just went through that. I can talk to you about that. Anything, whatever I got, I'll pass it on. Just ask. And I do read the comments, and I do really much try to respond to each and every comment, and I'll talk about it in the video like now. So if it's something that's a big issue, or like something that's recurring all over, or if it's just an interesting thing, I'll bring it up. But I'll definitely, even in the comments, I'll respond and text back to you and say, hey man, thank you for the comment. Or if you're a woman, lady, boom, thank you for the comment. And then I respond, because we're all in this together, man. All right, so that's it. I'm trying to keep it short. I always say that. I try to keep them short, but there's just a lot of stuff. You guys know that. And I also try to keep the videos coming as frequently as possible. Once a week at least, sometimes 2 a week. But you guys are going to hear from me more than likely at least once a week. Now this weekend, of course, I'm off work. I got stuff to do. But Monday, we're back at it. So, boom. Now this is a two-parter. So I'm uploading this video. You guys will see part 1, part 2. The other one was when I first got to work, and I talk about the direct deposit issue that I had when I first got to work. And now I'm just getting off, so you guys can see pre-shift and post-shift. I don't feel I'm not all worn out, right? I feel fine. I'm just gonna go take a shower, relax. I got stuff to do this weekend. I want you guys to have a good weekend. Be safe. Again, remember the impacts. The safety topic was things that impact you and that you impact. Like if you bump into stuff, or people, or equipment bumps into you. Be cognizant of that, because stuff is crazy in there, and there's a lot of moving parts in the hub. There's a lot of stuff jumping off. You can get hurt. I saw a guy get hurt today. He cut his finger. He's bleeding. He showed it to me. He's like, he stayed. He didn't go home. He just went to the first aid kit. I don't know if he reported it or not. You're supposed to report all injuries to your supervisor. All right, so that's it, man. Thanks for watching. You guys are awesome. It's Friday night. If you're working at UPS and you just got off, let me know. Holler at me. Wherever you're at, what state, what city, let me know. Holler, holler, holler. Let me know what you get paid. Let me know if you have any direct deposit issues. Let me know if there's any drama. Because you gotta clear the air, man. Don't hold that in. Let it out. If you want to let it out on YouTube, let it out on YouTube. I'll talk for you, man. Or you comment and I'll bring it up and we'll talk about it. Be good. Peace.